This is Dr. Gill from Boatland. We have another case of CAE, if you remember from a previous episode. CAE stands for Cheesy Ass Engineering. When I pulled apart the needle and seat assembly, well, let me pan over here so we can see what's going on. There we go. Get out to we can see what's happening here. On the right is our original brass filter, and on the left is the replacement one. Isn't that cool? Wish I had like a macro on this camera, but you can see that the old one has probably 20% more length to it, and it was designed so that the end was folded over and spot welded, so it's a square end. And as a what I call value reduction, the new one on the left, they just kind of cut it, crimp it, snip it, and they used the same original dimension that was necessary to do it, but then the thing ends up being shorter as it's pushed in there. As a reduction in filtering capacity, and also when you pop this guy into here, when you look down in there, it actually bottoms out in there, so it doesn't fall out of that. Okay, but the new one's shorter, so it's going to fall out when it's in there or get bounced around or do whatever. And also the newer seat assemblies on the left, old ones on the right. If you look at the end of the threads where there would be a taper, the old one has a nice conical taper and the new one doesn't. It's kind of cut up flat. So just, value reduction, making cheaper stuff now. Essentially, I'm going to inspect the old one pretty closely, and there's really no reason to replace the old seat typically because they don't get worn. It's only the Viton tip on the needle assembly which is worn. This is an old one, and there's a little bit of a notch on there where you can catch your thumb. So I'm going to pop the new ones of these guys in, but I'm going to use the old seat, and I blew some carb cleaner through these filters. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them, and I think it's like a much better design. So hey, oh geez, well, wonders never cease.